here we go. Back again. Back again. Alright. And today it is Meme of the Week. And this is, or should I say, the return of Meme of the Week. Because it has indeed been away. And you have had slightly longer than usual to vote, and you have voted in your numbers, and we do indeed have a winner. Happy days, right? And this is, and I did check, right, it is the 21st episode of Meme of the Week. So thank you to everyone who takes part and who votes and even who sends in memes for me to add. Thank you very much. And of course, the winner was number 2. And it won by quite a long shot, right? And I'm glad that this one did indeed win. Because, yeah, it says it all. And it means that you indeed know the script, right? And as you can see, it is a voting ballot, right? And you have 3 choices: left wing, right wing, or no wing, right? And of course, knowing would be that you know that the left wing and the right wing are of course part of the same bird, and it ain't a pretty bird, right? That is for sure. It is a dangerous, dangerous bird. And all politics is deception and a distraction. And it is what is happening right now in terms of the presidential election in America is a dead giveaway to the theatre that is played before us. And we have at the moment a lot of Trump supporters unhappy because they believe that they have been robbed. And yeah, they probably have, because this is how it works. It is corrupt to its core, right? And I experienced it myself. In terms of me personally, even as a young boy, I have been sort of interested, or used to be interested, in politics. I even recall about 8 or 9-year-old writing a letter to John Major, who was the Prime Minister of the UK at the time. I believe then Tony Blair came in, and I was, the same as my father, a Labour supporter up until I was a big, big supporter of independence, and I then supported the only party. See, this is what happens. You think you've got a choice, but you ain't. And in Scotland, the SNP are the biggest party and seemingly the only political party that can get Scotland independence. But really, the only fucking people that can get Scotland independence is us, right? Not a fucking political party. And the SNP, they will never get Scotland independence. It will just never happen. The SNP are as much a part of the Union as a party that is from London. They are peas in a pod. And in terms of Nicola Sturgeon, she is a member of the Privy Council, and that is a unionist council, right? That is Boris Johnson also sits on that board. So that says it all, really. That's who Nicola is nice and cosy with, right? She will never get independence for Scotland. And for years, I was led astray by the politics, but no more, because I seen through it. And like I have said, don't be sucked in by it, right? It's corrupt, and all it does is distract us from what is really going on, because the politicians, they don't run the show, that is for sure. And I thought we could indeed cover a few bits today in regards to politics and a few quotes on politics, right? to try and keep it a bit light-hearted. This one from Groucho Marx. Politics is the art of looking for trouble, finding it everywhere, diagnosing it incorrectly, and applying the wrong remedies. Right, and that is politics in a fucking nutshell, that. And yeah, look around you. Look around your country and look at what politics has done to it. Nothing but fucking trouble. Right, here's another one from Thomas Sowell. Politics is the art of making your selfish desires seem like the national interest. And that is why the politicians that we get are always psychopaths, right? They care only about themselves. Unfortunately, that is the case. Another one here from Andy Borowitz. It would be nice to spend billions on schools and roads, but right now, that money is desperately needed for political ads. Right. And again, yeah, politics in a nutshell. And this will be happening everywhere, right? There will be communities or towns or villages that desperately need roads fixed and schools fixed or built. But the politicians, the psychos, they of course want to stay in power. And this one here from our good friend Eric, right? In our age, there is no such thing as keeping out of politics. All issues are political issues, right? And politics itself is a mass of lies, evasions, folly, hatred, and schizophrenia, right? And that is damn fucking straight. No wonder psychopaths make great politicians, right? You can see why. And in terms of the UK, at the moment, it's a lot, in terms of a political sense, that is. It is a lot about Brexit, right? This Brexit that has dragged on for fucking years. The UK, they will likely never, ever get out of the EU. And again, they are saying that it will be delayed. So what exactly is the use in these politicians? They can never, ever, ever get fucking anything right. And as you can see, they are now saying they may not succeed. Well, ain't that a fucking surprise? Line them all up. That's what I say. And it's the same in America. Of course, Trump came in and he would have had a role to play. But his role now is finished, right? He's now out the door, done with, right? He changed nothing. He was as corrupt as anyone. And now we have Sleepy Joe Biden, right? Honestly, I can do nothing but laugh at this guy. And Biden, he's not even in the fucking door yet. And already we are seeing his true colours, right? A youth group helped Biden win. Now they want him to fix climate crisis. Super Joe here to save the day. Sure. And it's the same in the UK. We have the Labour Party who are so corrupt. Every political party in the UK is corrupt, without a fucking doubt. But this guy here, Starmer, who leads the Labour Party now, he is all about pushing the vaccine. Now, yeah, that's obviously the politician's role, to push vaccines, right? Sure. And the Bill Gates Guardian, 4 hours ago, England tier system may need to be strengthened after lockdown, coming from the health chief, the political health chief, who is, of course, Mr. Matt Hancock, right? Now, at the moment, a few people seem to think that there is a possibility that Mr. Hancock is going to be arrested. Now, no one would like to see that more than me. I not only want these guys arrested, I want a lot more than that, right? for the crimes that they have committed. I know exactly what they deserve, right? In my opinion, at least. Now, if Hancock was to be arrested, he would not be the only one. The house of cards would begin to fall. But in me personally, I just cannot see it happening, right? And they won't, well, they possibly might pretend, if you like, to throw one or two people under the bus. But I would be surprised if that even happens, right? These guys, they will get away with it. And eventually, they will be distant memories. And they will have another clown in their position. Again, doing nothing but deceiving and lying to the public, to the people they are meant to be serving and protecting, right? They don't do any of that. Straight fucking up. They are, of course, criminals. And no one, like I said, no one would like to see them arrested more than me. But for me personally, I cannot see them being arrested and like, how can I put it? The police knocking on their door and saying, hello, Mr. Hancock, we're here to arrest you. When these guys finally get what they deserve, or their comeuppance, if you like, then it ain't going to be fucking pretty. And it's not going to go down like you would think. It's going to be ugly, because when the shift in power swings to the people, these corrupt entities that run the show at the moment, they're not simply going to hand over power, right? There's going to be a fight, and it will, in my opinion, get to a boiling point at some point. When that is, I'm not really sure. In terms of America, it could be sooner rather than later. And like I did say, I will indeed have a video made, hopefully at the weekend, on the American election, right? So yeah, look forward to that one. It is indeed a circus. And in Wales, we reported on this, in Wales in the UK a few weeks back, the government had demanded supermarkets to stop selling certain items, even things like baby clothes and baby milk. And now they are saying that they made a mistake. Ain't that a fucking surprise? Of course they made a mistake. They always make a mistake. 1 week ago, World Press, UK government failed to disclose details on 4.4 billion in pandemic. So yeah, that's just disappeared into someone's fucking pocket, of course. 2 hours ago, Herald Scotland, Scottish government has failed Scots Farms, claims Glasgow councillor. Right, so they failed the farms in Scotland. What another surprise that the government has failed the people. 5 days ago, Leader Live, fears for democracy. Right, and how government failed our care workers. Now ain't that another surprise that the government has failed the care workers? Of course they fucking have. They are useless. But of course it is all deliberate. It ain't by fucking accident, that is for sure. GP Online 5 days ago, government has failed to provide support GPs need to fight COVID. Ain't that a fucking surprise as well? 5 hours ago, iNews, COVID testing, government's £100 billion Operation Moonshot plan will fail. Of course, it will fucking fail. Everything that the government does, they fail at. Now, if you look at your own government, just search in on DuckDuckGo, your own government, and failure or fail, and it will be fucking endless, right? Everything they do is always for themselves. It is never, 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 never for the people. Because just look around, the world is fucked, right? These psycho, greedy politicians have fucked us all over time and time again. Here's another good quote here from Hugo Black. Only a free and unrestrained press can effectively expose deception in government. And yes, that is absolutely correct. But of course, the problem that we have in the UK everywhere is that the press is not free. It is controlled, right, by the same people that control the fucking politicians. Everything that is put upon us is lies and deception. And I really can't say that enough. And we will leave it for today, just finally, on this quote before we get stuck into this week's top 5, right? And this quote here is from Thomas Jefferson, right? And of course, he wouldn't have been a Freemason, right? Sure, why not? And he said, I predict future happiness for Americans if they can prevent the government from wasting the labours of the people under the pretense of taking care of them, right? And yeah, he probably said that about fucking 100 years ago, but still today, that will ring a lot of bells in your head, I'm sure, because yeah, that's what the government do. They're here to care for and protect us, right? Because of COVID, as in today. But of course they ain't. It's all about control, right? Don't buy it. Don't buy into the corrupt political system. It will do nothing but lead you astray. Tell me anything that politics has solved. All it has done is divide the people, right? That's all it has fucking done. Anyway, this is indeed Meme of the Week. So, let's get into this week's top 5. Are you ready? Good. This is number 1, and this is a classic. And it is a bird cage full of birds, and they're speaking, saying, look at that idiot putting all of us in danger. Because of people like that, we'll never be safe. And of course they are referring to a bird who is outside living his life, flying, enjoying his time, whereas the rest of them are living in fear in the cage, right? I'm sure that one will also ring a lot of bells. This is number 2, and it says, there is a war on for your mind. If you are thinking, you are winning. And it is built on, it is written on a tower of televisions, right? Switch it off. And this is number 3. As you can see, geoengineering, EaseCat, HARP, sonic heaters, weather modification. Damn fucking straight. Now remember, once upon a time, when weather modification or geoengineering was a conspiracy theory. Well, it ain't. Unfortunately for us, it has been happening for decades, right? And this is number 4. This one's a classic. And it says, my FBI agent, after he starts to research my posts and figures out that his entire life is a lie. And again, that is damn fucking straight. And I'd imagine that has probably happened or similar. And finally, number 5, when the government starts passing laws that break other laws, maybe it's time to admit we're being governed by criminals. Damn fucking straight. And that is very, very true. as we have touched on today, the politicians are nothing but criminals, straight up. And yeah, line them up, that's what I say. So like always, put in the number that you would like to win, and next week I will calculate the votes, and hopefully once again we will indeed have a winner. So thank you again to everyone who takes part and who votes. It is very, very much appreciated. You really are a fantastic bunch. And I will be back on Thursday with the return of the then previously fought Syndrome. And would you, Adam and Eve, the deception, it continues. Now ain't that a fucking surprise? Anyway, take care, and that is about it. Bye bye.